Now, why the child has an allergy? Now, let me ask a question. Why a child will have an allergy? Say on the chakras. You say on the chakras, what will be catching? If somebody has allergies, what does it catch? Correct. Left navi. Left navi will catch. Now that means the mother. Because the child is not yet married, so it's the mother. That means mother must be having a left navi herself. And that's why the child must be catching with that allergy. So instead of punishing the child, why not cure the left navi of the mother and left navi of the child? Now what will you do if there's a left navi of the child? What we can do to help the child to get rid of it? Very simple. Anything that is left can be taken out on the little flame. Put your right hand on the left navi of the child and put your left hand to the flame and finish. Now, in diagnosis, you are easy. But now for medicines, now remember the certain principles of medicine. Very certain principles are there. If it is left side, you have to take it to the fire, or to the sun, or to the flames. Alright? If it is the left side, you have to take it to the water. In general. Anybody suffering from right side, put him in the water. Finished. Done. Not in the sun, of course. Any disease, you bring it to this point. It's very simple. Now let me have some questions about certain diseases. Psoriasis. Psoriasis. Same thing. Psoriasis is nothing else but left side problem. It is a lethargic liver and gives you allergies. For psoriasis, left hand towards the photograph and right hand on the Mother Earth. Putting hot water bottle on the stomach. Or even giving bandhan to your liver with the light is alright. You must see, because psoriasis, now people might think psoriasis means active liver or inactive liver. You see, it comes to that. But we have only two types, active or inactive. Now whether psoriasis is inactive or active, you will know from one point that when the liver is inactive, you get the allergy. And when it is active, you get other problems like, what you call that in English, I don't know, nausea, and also you get biliousness. You don't eat much, you thin down, all these problems are there. Now what else? For eczema, same thing. Eczema is the same. It's just like allergy. Eczema, same thing. But for eczema, because it's outward, you can use certain things like neem ka patta and all that I have told you. So many things can be used on top. Fungus outside or inside? Is one of the worst thing is fungus. Same thing. But it's the worst thing. I should say it's the left side. Again, the attack is left side fungus. Is all dead. And you have to use the left side as a photograph and right hand on the places wherever you have the fungus. You may take it out that way. But don't eat cheese. And the fungusy cheese you are not supposed to eat at all. All the Sahajogis should not eat any fungusy cheese. That blue one with a crust one. All fungus must be avoided. And also mushrooms is possible.
fight allergies and eczema? Milk, cow's milk. Why does cow's milk make allergies and eczema worse?
What is
Why does cow's milk make allergies and eczema worse?
cow's milk? Yes.
Because it's left side.
Left side. Cow's milk always give you the left side because she's the mother. And you should not have her milk because it's left side. Whether it is cow's milk or buffalo's milk, all will give you allergies. But if you have animals which are smaller than you, like if you can drink, like Mahatma Gandhi, the goat's milk, then you might not have the problem.
You better tell them other because we always drink milk when we've got these things. It's the other way around. We go completely wrong. When we've got diarrhea, we drink milk. Silly business.
Diarrhea, you drink milk. The amount of salads you eat, sometimes I feel this fodder will make us like buffaloes or what. I just can't touch them, I think. But I have to eat just to show that I appreciate.
Bronchial asthma.
Bronchial asthma is caused by the combination of the right heart and the left heart. If the parents have been quarreling too much, if they are divorced, if you never had the security of the parents' love, then you get bronchial asthma. But if it is another one, just superficial one, then it could be from the father's death or from the fatherhood suffering. But if father and motherhood both have made you insecure, or if both of them have died, then you get bronchial asthma. It's a combination. Huh?
Hypoglycemia.
What's that?
Low blood sugar. Hypoglycemia.
I know. Low blood sugar. That comes from overactivity. You should not think so much. Agya. Too much of agya. Agya. Too much of agya. Surrender yourself to Christ. Absolutely surrender yourself to Christ. It will work out. What? Spondylitis is left Vishuddhi. And right Vishuddhi could be also. But mostly left Vishuddhi spondylitis. Combination also could be.
Multiple sclerosis.
Multiple sclerosis is comes from Muladhara. Muladhara and Navi. Left Navi and Muladhara. It's more left-sided. Give the treatment of the left side. Saying the name of Ganesha and of Gauri. It will work out.
Varicose veins.
Huh?
Varicose veins.
It comes from the people who stand too much all the time and they work very hard. As soon as it starts, it's better to cure them. You have to lie down every day. Those who stand every day for more than, say, 3-4 hours should lie down on bed and do cycling every day. That will help. Reduce the weight, maybe due to weight also. Some people have weight, but those who stand. I've seen those who stand for a long time without the heels. If you use the heels, you might be better off. With the heels, the pressure is not so much, then it is distributed more to the lower of those 5 chakras down below. That might help. But best is to do exercise after you have stood for a long time, just lie down in the bed and do cycling. And also massaging, slowly massaging it downward. Also it can work out with the ice treatment. You can put some ice before massaging. You can put the ice on them and use very cold oil and rub it. It will work out. That one thing is difficult. Flu. Now for flu, first of all, this is again left side. But we have got a very good medicine in India. I don't know if you have that. There is what you call is the basil. Basil leaves. You take lots of basil leaves, make a concoction or concoction. Huh? No.
Boil it up in a pot.
Boil it up in a pot. Make it absolutely, the essence, take it out. Quite thick. Put tea in it or water, just like the way you want to make it, like a tea. And put milk or whichever way you want, less milk. And sugar, because the taste may not be so good. And then you drink it. Before that, you have to prepare some, what you call for dhuni. You all know ajwain ka dhuni. You see, you know that. So you take ajwain ka dhuni after that. That's all. You do it 3 days, you'll be all right, cleared up. What?
Never straight down and psychosomatic diseases. Are they coming from the left side or from the right side?
What is it?
Well, he's giving two categories. He's saying psychosomatic diseases, which is all of them, and he's saying in particular, nervous breakdown. Psychosomatic diseases are all of them.
You see, it's a very funny word, psychosomatic. This is also psycho and also somatic. So I don't know which one it is. If you say psychosomatic or somatic psycho.
You mean psychological disease?
No. Psychosomatic is nervousness. You see, nervousness can be caused by bad habits. How? Like if you are an air hostess, you form a bad habit. As soon as you see the airport, it goes. Now those who travel too much, as soon as they have to travel, they go off their heads. Overdoing anything, you see, you get nervous. It's a matter of habit. You form that habit, so it happens. So I will not say it is due to some bada or anything, but your nerves are too much used in a particular way. Then they just give in. They cannot work it out anymore. So then you must change that habit. Supposing you are traveling too much by plane, then travel by a ship, or travel by a train, or by a bullock cart. Or don't travel. Something like that. Anything that you overdo too much, that forms a kind of a strain on your nerves. So try to reduce that strain on your nerves.
You recommended heels, not height.
No, I didn't say for all of you. I said for varicose veins, or especially for people who develop problems on the heels. There's no height. You just try whatever you can. Say about 1 inch will do, from 1 inch onward. Anything, not too much, 1 inch or lower. But you see, if you develop some sort of a bone on your heel or something like that, for that the heels are always better. Little heels are better. Baldness. It's not a disease, but it comes out of many habits. One of them is wearing the hat. If you wear the hat too tight, then the circulation of the brain is spoiled, and thus you must get one. Then also with the left nabi you might develop a back bald head here. If you have a left nabi, then there is no circulation, it works out that way. And we say that if somebody has a bald head, he will get some money. He's a moneyed man in India. I don't know why we believe in such a thing, but we believe that if you have a bald head, means he's a moneyed man. See, the one who does not have a bald head is not a moneyed man. Who doesn't have a belly is not a dignified man, according to Indian standards. But bald head is caused by not using oil or by not using proper oil. Oil should be used properly, and the skull must the skull must be rubbed, not the skin. So that if you rub it, the skin must move on the skull, and then you won't have this problem. Another is that if you use funny type of oils with lots of fragrance and essences in it, then you might get white, grey hair. And also ghee should never be used for rubbing in the head, but you can use it for the body, good ghee, or even the butter is good if you are overactive there, otherwise not. But ghee should never be used, or butter should never be used for the hair. Now you have two types of bald heads, as I told. Some who start from here and some who start from there. It's very interesting subject. And those who have both could be. Now I would say the one which starts from here are the people who are the ones who have got an Ekadasha problem or possibly. With the Ekadasha problem it starts, or who are not very collective or something, it will start receding back. Alright. Those who start from here are the people who may not be good husbands, maybe something wrong with their wives, maybe bad wives. The husband-wife relationship is upset, then also it starts at the back. Or maybe there's some incompatibility between the two, or too much attachment to the wife, or too much attachment to the husband also you start developing like that. All these things are left nabi. So the left nabi relationship, you know, is the Graha Lakshmi relationship, where you adore your wife so much that she's no more a Graha Lakshmi. Also is wrong. These things start with that. And also could be with your hectic life. If you are very hectic in your life, running up and down, doing too much work, also it's better. So don't listen to your wife about it, and you think you have to do this work, then also it might start. There are so many reasons for the left nabi to start. But the one that starts here starts with the right nabi, or we can say with the Ekadasha more on this side. So I don't know, in your case, Johan, what should I blame? I would say is a complete neglect of your hair. No oiling at all. That's what it is. I mean, if you do not give water to the plant, it will die. And then if you say, why is it caused? I mean, if you don't give water, is the one that it eats, drinks, and lives on. So oil is the one on which the hair decides.